Indian milk cake is a type of confection. It's like a fudge, and it's made by just cooking down milk, then adding an acid to partially curdle it, then adding sugar and any flavorings you like. The traditional flavoring is cardamom, but I didn't add anything. You could add vanilla, any kind of spices you want, any kind of flavoring, orange blossom water, that might be good if unusual. So you can really experiment with it, and it's so good. It's good warm or cold, and it lasts probably around a week if you keep it in the fridge in an airtight container. So let me show you how to make it.
Okay, so I just put some milk on the stove. This is about a half a gallon, so let me show you what brand I was using. I was using this Central Market Organics whole milk, and it's a half gallon, so it's about 1.89 liters. So make sure that's the same amount you're using when you're making this. So even though it's not boiling yet, you still have to stir it, okay, because it might scorch, and then that'll ruin your milk cake. Okay, I just also added a quarter cup of heavy cream. Okay, and I just did that to make it a little bit more rich. Okay, you have to constantly stir, okay, or else it'll burn like really quick. So just keep on stirring even before it starts to boil, okay? And then once it boils, you'll have to continue stirring the whole time. Okay, it's boiling now, so I'm just going to keep on stirring until it's reduced by half. So since it's about 2 liters of milk, you want to keep reducing it till we're left with about a liter of milk. Okay, be sure you're scraping the sides too, because you'll see some of the fat collecting on the sides. You want to stir that too so nothing burns. Okay, this is going to take a really long time, so you just have to be patient and you'll get a good arm workout. Okay, so to me, this looks like it's been reduced by half. You can see some of the milk solids are visible on the spoon. Just keep on stirring and scraping. You guys, this smells so good. If you've never reduced milk before, you have to try it. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna add some lemon juice. You can use vinegar or citric acid. But remember, the amount of acid you need is going to vary, okay, depending on your milk. So if you add too much, then you'll end up with cheese, and if you don't add enough, you won't get big enough curds. Okay, so just add a little bit at a time and then see, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, you guys, so I added about 5 or 6 tablespoons of lemon juice. Okay, and then you'll see that there's all these curds. So it hasn't totally separated into curds and whey, but there's a lot of curds in there, and the milk has thickened up considerably. See? Okay, you guys, you can see how thick it is, so I'm going to start adding the sugar now. Okay, so you want to add the sugar just a little bit at a time. Okay, I added about 1.5 cups of sugar. I find that if you add 2 cups, then it's a little too sweet. So I'm just sticking to 1.5 cups. So before I pour into the pan, I want to show you the consistency it should look like when it's ready. So I'm about to pour it into the pan. Okay, it should be pulling away from the sides. And a little darker in color. Okay, so I put it in the pan. I poured it into the pan, and now you just have to let it cool. And then I'll cut it into bars and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I cut them into little rectangles, and there they are. They're really, really soft, and I topped them with some almonds. So let me pull one apart for you. Doesn't that look good?